Stop number 10 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the longest and the fastest track, Talladega Superspeedway, for the running of the Winston 500. And we are set as a field of 41 strong. Gets set to go for 29 laps of action, and the pole speed well over 200 miles per hour. Going to be some great racing here today on this 2.66 mile oval, and let's get the starting line for today's running of the Winston 500. On the pole at 204 miles per hour, it is Levi McIntyre. His wins came at Rockingham and again at Martinsville. Flanking him on the outside will be Seth Cole, car number 44, the Georgia Pacific Papers Dodge. Row 2 has Chelsea Bowles, car 26, the Discover card Ford. Beside her will be Jesse Turner in the M&M's Pontiac, car 36. Row 3, Charles Sanford, the Power Team Chevrolet, car 60. Beside him will be Keith Batson, the Ford Quality Care Numbers Ford Credit Ford Taurus, car number 88. And it's the winner at Atlanta, Jonathan Zorlin, the 48 Lowe Chevrolet. And beside him will be Jessica Shelton, car 94, the McDonald's Ford. Row 5, Zachary Fitzwater came out so close to win at Martinsville, only to falter late in the race in the 97 John Deere Ford. In the Skull Chevrolet, car 33, it's Andrew Perry. He's on the outside. Car here, row number 6. As the Team Realtree Chevrolet, car 71 of John Arndt. Beside him will be Ryan George, car number 25, the Michael Holligan Chevrolet. Then it's Dougie Shears, winner at North Wilkesboro, the Square D Chevrolet, car number 55. And the Route 66 Big Kmart Ford, car number 66 of Jordan Anderson, has the outside. Dylan Poteet, the winner at this race in season 3 in the Caterpillar Chevrolet, Caterpillar Pontiac, car number 22. Flanked by another Lowe Chevrolet, albeit with Richard Childress Motorsports instead of Hendrick Motorsports, car 31. It's Michael Turner on the outside. Then it's Zach Flickinger, car number 41, the Target Dodge, and beside him will be car number 20, Dalton Day, in the Home Depot Pontiac. Next row down, car 21, the Citgo Ford, it's Quentin Moore. Beside him will be Joshua Osborne, car 42, the Bellside Mobility Chevrolet. Chris Dodd has the inside of the next row down, the 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, and Jason Haywood's beside him in the DeWalt Tools Ford, car number 17. Then it's Matt Haas in the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet, and beside him will be Emmanuel Hartnett in number 01 Singular Wireless Dodge, the Daytona 500 champ. Then it's Joshua Culler, car number 43, the STP Pontiac, and Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Service Chevrolet, car number 3. Next row down, Kat Tellier in the number 10 Tide Ford, and beside her will be Daniel Olson in the Goodrich Service Chevrolet, car number 29. He was the winner of the Mellow Yellow race here at Talladega. Then it's Andrew Davis, a Texas winner in car 18, the Interstate Battery Circus City MB&A Pontiac. And the Winston No Bull Ford, car number 23, it's Carson Gum. Hendrick Motorsports has the next row down. It's Cab Shearer, car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. And the number 5 Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet of Kyle Matthews. Then it's JT Bryant, car number 02, the Alltel Ford, the winner at Darlington and again at Las Vegas. And he also won this race back in season 15, I think. And it was Joshua, and he'll be alongside Joshua Sakuli, car number 19, the Dodge Dealers Dodge. Trent Dunham, second place at Martinsville, the last stop on the tour, in the Pennzoil Pontiac, Pennzoil Chevrolet, car number 1. And Benjamin Miles in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next row down has Matt McIntyre in the Sirius XM Dodge, car number 7. Beside him will be the Daytona 500 pole sitter, Dylan Young, car number 2, the Miller Lite Ford. Then it's Becca Tellier, car number 12, the Mobile One Ford. She'll be flanked by the Bristol winner, Mike Becker, and car number 45, the Sprint PCS Dodge. And starting shotgun in the field, it's Johnny Gardner, car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. He'll be shotgun in the field in 41st position. So the field all set to go for 29 laps of action here in the Winston 500. We're going to go old school with the names here at Talladega Superspeedway. They'll be going there for about the late in the season for the Die Hard 500. Here comes the Grand to fire them up.
Start your engine.
Command's going to give the fire the engines here. 41 strong, all with one goal here at Talladega Superspeedway, and that's, of course, to get themselves in the right position and try to get the win Here today, we saw a great race in the Metal Yellow series. Speeds were way down on those cars, but in this series, the pole speed well over 204 miles per hour. So, and you compare that to the pole speed of only, and I say only, 183 miles per hour. A 20-mile-an-hour difference as far as qualifying speeds are concerned with these cars and the Metal Yellow machines with the WGNS mod. Of course, a different setup as well and different physics. Pace car looks off on the pit road as they get set for racing here today for 29 laps at Talladega Superspeedway. Now, as I said, if this was here, now this was Daytona's International Speedway. The start-finish line would be about right here, but the start-finish line is rather at the exit of pit road. So here, just where this track was built back in the day, and the green flag waves, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls. Up front comes Levi McIntyre, car 99, the XI Batteries SKF Ford for Rockin' Wrestling Racing. He has the number 1 spot. His buddy Seth Cole right behind him in second, but here comes Chelsea Bowles in 26. She'll try to go to the inside lane, tries for that number 1 spot herself. And she's got Jonathan Zorlin right behind him. Off corner number 4 they come. Zorlin. To the inside, but Zachary Fitzwater wants to lead the first lap in that 97 car. And that was close to the start-finish line, and I think Fitzy got it. Yes, he did. Car number 97. Margin at the stripe was 3/1000th of a second. In fact, they were less than a second and a half from first to last. Just how bunched up are these cars there? First lap was over 175.87 miles per hour. They're going to be much faster than that. Poteet all the way up to the 3rd spot in car number 22. John Arndt is second now in 97. Or number 71, excuse me. Fitzwater has the lead. And they are really fanning out. And look at that. 4 wide racing. Joshua Carr went down the inside lane with Andrew Perry, Jonathan Zorlin, and Levi McIntyre. Collard taking his number 10. Collard taking a Richard Petty car on a good ride in that 43 machine. Here comes Andrew Davis to the inside lane. Davis the winner at Texas Motor Speedway. Poteet goes to the number 1 spot. Car number 22. Fitzwater way up the track. And here comes Matt Haas in car number 8. He's going to go for the number 1 spot, and he's going to get it. Let's follow the field around with a spectator view. JT Bryant's up to the field now. Cat Tellier. Here comes Trent Dunham, number 1. Had a great second place run in the last stop on the tour at Martinsville. Becca Tellier up there in the 12 machine. Andrew Perry, now they're 4 wide again. Levi McIntyre fast in that middle lane. Dylan Young moving his way through the field. So is Joshua Sakuli. Joshua Osborne in 42. And now Jordan Anderson wants to go for the number 1 spot. And he might get it in the start-finish line. Yes, he will. They are qualifying just like, and they are running in the draft just like how they qualified. 200 plus miles an hour. On board Kev Shear's car. He has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. And that's what it's like when you're just about a second back of the leaders. And in fact, in Kev Shear's case, he is. Well, let's see what he has. He has this time by. He was 31st last time by. Shear this time by is. In the 21st position, he is 86 hundredths of a second back of the leaders. Just amazing the possibilities you could think of at Talladega Superspeedway and how close they are. Considering also they are 3 wide, many rows deep. And now here comes Joshua Osborne to the inside lane. He's going to try for second position. Sakuli has the #1 spot at the moment. Now Osborne wants to go for the lead. Osborne, who won this race back in season number 9. That season when he went on a bit of a tear in this series. And he is one of the exclusive drivers who's won multiple championships, a 2-time champ in seasons 2 and 16. Widespread between championships for him, but he's running very strong here today. But Ryan George goes to the #1 spot, car number 25. And he takes Andrew Perry with him in number 33, but Andrew wants to go for the #1 spot. No, he does not. Here comes the 42. Here comes the 6 car, I should say. Benjamin Miles in the Mark Martin colors. He takes the Valvoline Ford to the inside lane. He goes to second and wants to go for the #1 spot. A pair of blue and white cars going at it. And it's Benjamin Miles pushing us forward to the #1 spot. Just an explosive start after 7 laps of this event, averaging 198 miles per hour. And look at this, from last to first goes Johnny Gardner, car 28 in the Haviland colors. He'll take Kev Shear with him, and these two drivers are just about, well, I don't want to say bitter rivals, but they are rivals nonetheless. Gardner goes to the #1 spot. Here comes Carson Gum, car 23. He's got Mike Becker behind him in 45, the winner at Bristol. Jason Haywood's up there, one of the drivers, one of Keith Batten's drivers in the field. He, along with Jason Haywood, both the Telliers, Kat and Becca, putting a super team together, all of them driving Fords. Batson, of course, as you all know, a die-hard Ford fan. And right now it is Ford's 1, 2, 3 at the moment, but we got Chevrolet trying to spoil this mix now. 55 of Dougie Shears, the winner at North Wilkesboro, and Cole Deaver in that black number 3. And we all know the history of that car around Talladega Superspeedway with Dale Earnhardt all those years. And Cole very happy to get that ride. In fact, Goodwrench cars are hooked up, though. He and the Melliella Series winner Daniel Olson, who drove the Tracy Leslie colors to the victory at this event, to the victory here in the Melliella race. He's looking strong here in the Castrol GTX Cup event. Ten laps in the books. 19 laps to go. Plenty of racing left at Talladega, and they're 4 wide now again through the turns. And what a power move by the 94 of Jessica Shelton. Shelton, who came oh so close to winning the Melliella event herself. On board Jessica Shelton's car number 94. You remember last season at this event, it was her versus Chris Dodd for the victory, and Dodd just inched her out at the start-finish line. Jess goes for the lead, but Daniel Olson just barely blocked her. I thought he was going to swipe right across the front nose of her machine. That was close. Daniel Olson takes the lead in that lap, but here comes Seth Cole. He's got the help of his buddy Kyle Matthews in car number 5. Seth Cole driving for his own team, NNSCRA Motorsports. But here comes Kyle Matthews, one of the Hendrick Motorsports cars in number 5, Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. But he won't have the lead for long because here comes Chelsea Bowles in car 26. Ford's the first 2 cars in the inside lane. And here comes the Dodge of Matt McIntyre, number 7. The Sirius XM machine, he'll move to the inside lane. He'll take the number 1 spot. Or take number 2, I should say, excuse me. In fact, he will get number 1, though, when he get through turns 1 and 2. Jesse Turner and Zachary Fitzwater right behind him. Fitzwater came so close to victory at Martinsville Speedway, the last stop on the tour, and here had the lead late in the going. In fact, led the most laps in that event, only to get passed on the late race restart by Levi McIntyre, and McIntyre held him off the rest of the way to take the victory in the caution build event, compared to this one where we've been caution-free for the moment. And plus, another thing, contrast to this race at this track along with Martinsville, speeds are 100 miles an hour faster than what we saw at Martinsville. Going from just under 100 miles per hour to well over 200 miles per hour. Dylan Poteet to the inside lane, going for the number 1 spot in that number 22 Caterpillar car. He would like to give himself another win after having a couple of subpar seasons the last couple of seasons in the series. And here comes the 43, Joshua Collard. Collard to the inside lane. Driving Richard Petty colors. Here comes Charles Sanford to the inside. And somebody on the apron, that was John Arndt in car number 71, and he's dropping back. And John Arndt coming down pit road, and something is the matter with the 71 Realtree machine. Collard led the lap the last time by 55 miles per hour down pit road, and that is a killer for John Arndt. Well, I swear, if it wasn't for bad luck, he would not have any, it seems like, in any of my series. And it's going to be an unscheduled stop there, changing tires on his machine. And meantime, look at this, 4 wide again. And it's Ryan George goes to the number 1 spot, car 25. And somebody's losing the draft there behind. Well, several cars have lost the draft. Andrew Perry's lost to Andrew Perry. Kev Shearer, Jonathan Zorlin, Michael Turner, Johnny Gardner, Dylan Young, Dalton Day, Mike Becker, and Emmanuel Hartnett. All just about ready to lose the draft here at Talladega. And there, John Arndt goes back out on the racetrack right there in the 71 machine. After his unscheduled stop. He's really going to be way off the pace in that 71 car. Now they finally caught up to the draft. Now they finally caught up with the draft. And up front now goes number 1, Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham, a former winner here at this track back in Season 8 in the second Talladega event. Driving for his own team, Second Keith Motorsports. Zach Flickinger takes the number 1 spot. Here comes Levi McIntyre, car number 99. No, he does not. Here comes Joshua Osborne to the inside, and he'll go 3 right for the lead. Osborne, car number 42, the Bellside Mobility Chevrolet, a 2000 Monte Carlo. Out front. But Jason Haywood and Quentin Moore all getting into it now, along with the 3 of Cole Deaver. $17 in the books, 12 to go in a very fast-paced Winston 500. They are averaging 200.774 miles per hour, almost 201 miles per hour. Here comes that 3 car, Cole Deaver. He'll take that black number 3 to the front. No, he does not. Here comes Dougie Shears in 55. He'll take the number 1 spot. And let's remember that car won with Bobby Hamilton in 2001 at the first Talladega event. Seth Cole going making his way back to the field in that 44 car, up to the 2nd spot now. Andrew Perry right there, Michael Turner, Jonathan Sawyer. Remember those cars we showed you that were just about ready to lose the draft? Well, they've hooked all backed up, and now they are really together now. And here comes the Lowe's cars there, 31 and 48. Nope, Johnny Gardner breaks that string, and now Dylan Young is brought into this mix now in the number 2 car. He's on the inside lane. Kyle Matthews, Dalton Day. Ten laps to go. Can you hold your breath for that long? You got an idea of how close these cars are running? Look at this pack right there. 4 wide now. And I think, are they 4 wide, 3 rows deep? I think they are. Off corner number 4 they come. It's kind of like one of those, just the slightest little twitch, and all you know what's going to break loose. Nine to go. Michael Turner led the last time by. Kyle Matthews to 2nd. 3rd is Dalton Day. 4th, Mike Becker. And that Daytona 500 champ, Emmanuel Hartnett. Trying to go perfect on the plate tracks. Just like Chris Dodd won the first 2 plate tracks last season. The Daytona 500 and this very event. And as we said, both of them, ironically enough, both of them held up Jessica Shelton to do it. Dalton Day, car number 20, he takes the lead. And now Hartnett wants to lead a lap. But Dalton says, no way. 8 to go. Jesse Turner looking low. So is Kev Shear in that number 24 car. Rear bumper cam, Kev Shear's machine looking right at both Jessica Shelton and Dylan Poteet. And now Poteet follows in behind Shear, and he says, I'll help you, and he will. But then Poteet says, screw it, I'm going to pick up some spots, and Collar says, no way. Collar shows Poteet up the track, and now Collar goes to the inside of the racetrack. 7 laps to go. Shear to 3rd. And Matthews way up the track. They are 4 wide out of turn number 2. Who is going to make the right move at the right time? It's going to be the question here at Talladega. Who's going to make the right move at the right time, and who's going to be there in the end? Hartnett takes the number 1 spot now, but here comes Kev Shear for 2nd. And he's going to get it from Dalton Day. Dodge in 1st, then Chevrolet in 2nd. Maybe Chevrolet's 3rd and 4th now because Ryan George and Matt Haas goes inside. And you got a Dodge right behind with Matt McIntyre in the 7 machine. 6 laps to go. Be 5 this time by. Shear goes to the inside, but Ryan George says, nuh-uh, I want to take the lead, and he's going to do it. 3 wide for the number 1 spot. Ryan George takes the number 25. Michael Hollinger machine to the number 1 spot now. But now Matt McIntyre's got the shove in the 60 of Charles Sanford. But Sanford says, screw it, I'm going inside, and he'll take the number 1 spot. Or second spot for the moment. 5 laps to go. It's going to be a wild 5 laps we're going to have at Talladega. And big problems for the 48! Chelsea Bowles has crashed. Jonathan Zorland's crashed. Kyle Matthews. Benjamin Miles. A horrific crash coming out of turn number 2 with 5 laps remaining, and Joshua Osborne is going to be out front. Is he going to lead this lap? And yes, he will. Osborne takes the lead at the caution. First one on lap number 26. Michael Turner, all damaged up. John Arndt, who is all right behind us, may have just picked himself up a few spots. He will not finish dead last in this event. But, oh, what a horrific crash. In turns 1 and 2, now watch this. Now watch the 88 of Keith Batson and the 44 of Seth Cole. I'm going to super slow-mo for you here. Batson goes in. Batson, inside lane. His car twitched. Goes right into Seth Cole. Cole goes into Miles and Zorland. And Michael Turner just rear ends the back of Benjamin Miles' car. Miles goes upside down. And oh my gosh. Chelsea Bowles and the 48 of Jonathan Zorland stuck in the fence. And look at the air Benjamin Miles gets. Oh my God. When you have cars running that close together, you're in constant peril, and that is the case here. A horrific crash coming out of turn number 2 with 5 laps to go, and I don't know if we'll get this race restarted in this race. Oh my gosh. And we had an in-car camera with Kyle Matthews. Let's take a ride in that number 5 car. He was right behind Jessica Shelton when this all happened. I say for Kyle Matthews to get that grinding sound out of your mind permanently, that is the hard thing to do. But that crash unfortunately does end this Winston 500 under caution here at Talladega Superspeedway, which means for the first time this season, Joshua Osborne will get a win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He was at the right place at the right time, and he will take the Bellsop Mobility Chevrolet to victory lane here today. Second place was Chris Dodd. Third was Cat Tellier. Fourth was Carson Gum. Charles Sanford ends up 5th. Trent Dunham, a superb run, finishing 6th. Matt Haas was 7th. 8th was Ryan George. 9th was Levi McIntyre. And how about Dylan Poteet? Comes from all that bad luck he's had the last few races, and he ends up with a top 10 finish. A great solid run for Poteet. Matt McIntyre finishes 11th. 12th was Jason Haywood. 13th, Quentin Moore. Kev Shearer with a solid 14th. Joshua Scully 15th. 16th was Emmanuel Hartnett. 17th was Andrew Davis. 18th was Zach Flickinger. Daniel Olson 19th. And Jordan Anderson will come home in 20th position. Then comes Mike Becker, JT Bryant, Johnny Gardner, Jessica Shelton 24th. Joshua Collard, Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, Cole Deaver, Becca Tellier, Keith Batson, Dougie Shears, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, and John Art were the last finishers in the race. Dalton Day, Andrew Perry, Jonathan Zorlin, Kyle Matthews, Benjamin Miles, and Chelsea Bowles were the cars out of the race because of the crash. But the day belongs to car number 42 at 70 miles per hour. Joshua Osborne will win the Winston 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. His first win of the season 17. The pride of Van Lear, Kentucky, pulls it off here today. His second Winston 500 title. He won this race in season 9. And he does it again in season 17. Holding off some of the best in the business. And he keeps Chris Dodd defending his championship at this event. As Chevrolet sweeps the top 2 spots, and you got, I think, 2 Fords behind him. So Chevrolet, 1, 2, 5, and 6, and then 2 Fords right sandwiched in between. Average speed 163.02 miles per hour, and we had a tremendous race over here today on this racetrack. But what a day here at Talladega Superspeedway. Joshua Osborne, congratulations to him as he gets the victory here today at Talladega Superspeedway. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You'll never know what you'll find on this, what pops up on this channel from time to time in our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel. You name it, we got it here in the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming, for NNSCRA Sports and Gaming. So next stop for this race will be at California Speedway for the running of the Auto Club 400. And so congratulations one more time to Joshua Osborne. And for now on, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.